Alright, so guys, today I got to test the new SHAREfactory weapon or whatever the fuck it is, that Thanos weapon. So yeah, we're gonna be comparing it to, normal abilities like sub-assault, because that ability is pretty powerful and it's gonna get nerfed. The best I got on a sub-assault is 22k. They're nerfing it next patch because it's overperforming, they're making it blockable, so yeah. Then we're gonna be like comparing it to a spammable pretty much because Shotgun's been controversial. People thought it was overperforming, so we're gonna compare it to that ability because supposedly it hits hard as fuck. So we're also gonna be comparing the hardest hitting abilities of the new Sharograph weapon to that, to Merciless, which is the strongest hitting single target ability in the game, right? So we can see just how good that weapon is. You also got to remember that you can only get it once per day, and it kills you wearing the weapon. So it can maybe justify a little bit just how OP that weapon really is. So, first of all, the first ability is called Crystal Fragment. That shit is 1.7k max magicka, and it deals over 40k damage. The second ability is Hunting Curse, 28k unblockable damage. The third ability is Endless Fury, 26k fucking broken execute damage. You also get a fucking flying pet that hits harder than somebody spamming shock lunge, but yeah, don't mind it. You can also hide behind it. It's just a little good. This pet also can heal you for 14k heal on both of your bar, but yeah, it's also cheap as fuck. Don't worry about it. Even though this weapon might look a little OP at first, you gotta consider that weapon was meant to kill emperors, right? It was meant to be one-shotting emperors. But, if you look into the defensive ability that that weapon gives you, you get over 26k worth of shield, and you also get around 29k health, which puts you at like 55k, like shit that people have to do to kill you. It's pretty much being a blazing shield templar at that point, but you don't have to really mind it because it's a special weapon. Like I said, it is meant to kill Emperor and it's doing its job pretty good. If you get that weapon and you do a curse and this very Cfrag combo on an Emperor, you're basically gonna one shot them with all abilities doing over 20k damage. So it is for feeling its role. I'm not saying like if you could get that weapon the entire day, like that would be bad, because I swear, if the only way you can die with that weapon is not getting killed fast enough, because this shit can melt people like instantly, and you literally have no ways of dying. So if people could run that shit the entire day, bro, like 24/7, it would be pretty fucking bad. But since the weapon kills you, it is pretty balanced if you ask me. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on the new weapon. Um, so that's gonna be covering the entire video. I'm out. Nah, I can simply stop that here. Like, ZeniMax actually have to do something about MaGsOrC. This class is so busted. If you compare it to other classes, it simply has. It's simply an upgrade of every class, and it's always been like people are saying, no, it wasn't like that last patch, bro. Like Nerf Meyer. Yeah, the only thing that was different last patch is Cfrag was like 10% weaker. 10% less damage on 40k makes it that your Cfrag is 36k damage. Still the hardest hitting ability in the game. So I really don't get like your opinion. It doesn't matter. I feel like fucking MaGsOrC mains are ostrich. Every single time you say MaGsOrC is broken, they just fucking like they put their head in the fucking ground, bro, and they pretend not to hear and not to see it. But they know about it. They know about it. There's no way me getting on Sorcerer after 4 years for like 2 days, I can I can literally find that fast. Like, I swear to God. The dumb part about it is that like Cfrag is getting nerfed next patch. Merciless too is getting his travel time like um reduced. The reduced cost, I really don't get why Cfrag is getting a reduced cost. It's already like 1.7k and overload 18% damage buff. Like, wait, what? Because right now, if you run Overload with a Flame Staff, you don't get the 8% damage increase to single target abilities. And then they're buffing next patch the other morph of Overload by 10%. My Overload totem on that build is 22k, so which means it's like a 26k totem next patch. This shit is just gonna be busted. It's simply gonna be retarded. I swear to God, there's no way they can do that. Overload is like by far the strongest ultimate there is in the game right now with HO, and yeah, I don't understand. Cfrag is the strongest hitting single target ability in the game, and it's the easiest one to get too. Merciless is way harder to proc than a Cfrag, right? If somebody dodge roll your light attacks, you're not gonna get a Merciless. But if you just spam Curse, you're gonna get a Cfrag. As easy as that. It hits way harder than a fucking Merciless. It's simply done. Swear to God. Like, the the best sub assault I ever got was 22k with that same exact setup, right? Um, I mean, Curse is like 20 fucking 8k. Unblockable, undodgeable damage at 28 meters. It's way, like, it can hit you way farther than a fucking sub assault can. And then sub assault, right? Since I got that 22k sub assault toolkit, they nerfed Warden 3 times, and then next patch they're gonna make sub assault not hit true block, right? Since I got that 31k Merciless on the mag blade, they nerfed mag blade 5 times. Then they're about to fucking nerf it like 3 times next patch. Like, but then they're buffing MaGsOrC. Like, I'm sorry, but what is that? Cfrag is better in every situation than Merciless, right? Curse is better than Sub Assault against everything else in a Templar, right? Endless Fury is the best executing the game. It's better than fucking Radiant Oppression. It's better than Impel. It's also doing more damage than both those execute. This ability simply needs to be like reworked. And then the pet. I didn't want to make it about the pet, so that's why I decided to run Shadowrun instead of a 1/1 monster set that would give me even more damage in Max Magicka. It's because even if you remove the pet and you run Shadowrun, you still get those 40k Cfrag tooltip, 28k Curse, and like 28k Endless Fury, and like 22k Overload and shit. Like 32k Meteors. Like, it's not about the pet. The pet is just like the extra like shit on top of it. The pet is retarded. I swear to God. Like, the pet, the only ability I could compare it to is Total Dart. Right? Total Dart, you pre-place it, and then when people hit themselves, you damage them for 10k damage, and then you hit them with a Force Pulse at the same time for like 10k damage. The pet is pretty much the same shit. The pet is doing 13k damage every 1 or 2 seconds. It's fucking busted. It's like, you don't even have to run a spammable, and this shit's gonna do more damage than every other class spammable in the game. Other than maybe Whip. Whip is maybe the only spammable that can compete with the Twilight. That's without Daedric Prey. If you're on Daedric Prey, bro, your pet is now like spamming incap on people. Like, a full damage Ultra Board Stand Blade setup is maybe having an 18k incap, and that's just how hard your fucking pet is gonna hit. It's simply busted. I don't care what anybody says, but the pet is already hitting 30% harder than Total Dart, and Total Dart is getting nerfed by 25% next patch. The pet isn't. You get what I mean? And that's the pet without the Daedric Prey. If you put the Daedric Prey, bro, the pet is like hitting like 80% harder than fucking Curse. Than Total Dart next patch. It's just, it's simply dumb. It's simply dumb. You literally get Total Dart. There's no counter to it. That's the thing. Total Dart, you can break the bubble, or you can decide to just not attack your opponent, and you're not gonna get hit by Total Dart. Total Dart, there's a cooldown on it. You know, you get CC immunity for 5 seconds after a Total Dart. You also need to cast Total Dart. That shit is 3.5k Magicka. It's like 2.5 times more expensive than Cfrag, and like 3 times more expensive than what Cfrag is going to be next patch, right? You gotta stop dealing damage. You gotta stop what you're doing to use the skills to deal damage, right? The skills can be counter. The pet, as long as your pet is up, it's gonna do more damage than Total Dart, and you can be spamming your shield, you can be spamming Force Blast at the same time, and you never have to press the fucking skill and lose Magicka to make your pet attack. It's just always doing it. It's like a passive at that point. It's just It's just busted. I'm sorry. And then fucking Atro and Overload, there's no ultimate in the game that compares to Overload. And then damage over time wise, like my Atro tooltip is 15k damage per second over time. You can't dodge roll it and you can't block it. It's there for 28 seconds. It's more damage than Ballista. It's simply dumb. It's more damage. I mean, it's more damage than the casual overload on another class, but like, if you were to run, like, did I say overload? Then there's soul assault, right? It's more damage than a fucking soul assault, from another class, but if you were to run soul assault on a fucking maxer, you would probably get like a 102k tooltip. It's just busted. I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, but it has to be nerfed, and I don't understand why every single time I actually pull out like really good arguments, I see those MaGsOrC main complaining, bro. That Faso kid, bro, 600 something CP, bro. You've been playing the game for like 2 days, and you're on PC. ESO came out on PC way before it came out on fucking PS4. How the fuck are you 600 CP? You're a MaGsOrC main, 600 CP, and you think you have something to say about the game when we're talking about MaGsOrC. You're like the most biased kid I've ever seen in my life. I'm literally, even on my fucking day one on MaGsOrC with my Maplet build, bro, I was having my skills on my MaGsOrC were hitting harder than every other skills in the game. And you were just too retarded to even fucking realize that your class was fucking retarded. Now, please, PC Master Race, God, tell me how MaGsOrC is not busted after you just, like, what you've just seen. This build is stronger than a fucking Emperor, right? You can one-shot an Emperor with that shit. And if you were to come on PS4 NA and get hit by one of her actual good MaGsOrC with that build, that, you guys on PC were too retarded to find. I don't know what you guys be doing on PC, bro. You cannot, you guys have 13k Cfrag tooltip and like 11k curse. If you get over here, there's gonna be Sorcerer twice as tanky as you, hitting literally, no exaggeration, a 40k Cfrag is more than 3 times the damage you got on your MaGsOrC. We're hitting 3 times harder than you, and PC players find a way to talk shit to console players. You guys wouldn't fucking survive a second over here, bro. Even PS4 EU, probably the most respectable like competitor it is to PS4 NA. Like, I went on that shit. I tried somebody's build, bro. 10k shield, like 10k hardened ward and 8k hardness, like a 8k flame reach and a 16k Cfrag. I swear to God, if that shit was to pull up on PS4 and actually fight one of their good MaGsOrC with an actual real build, like, even if they got armor master and all of that bullshit, they would get one-shotted. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to hear it. MaGsOrC is busted, and if you don't realize it, MaGsOrC without pet is busted. MaGsOrC with pet is just as good as being Emperor, if not better than being Emperor. So, yeah, that's literally my take on it. If you want to see the build for the MaGsOrC, I posted a build video on my MacBlade back then, and that's the same exact set. If you want to see how I buff it myself, same exact way as what I did with the MacBlade. Just go look back at that build, and if you want to find another build, I also have it on my Macton in my tournament, like my 4 million gold tournament video. So, yeah, that's how you find the build. Take 5 minutes to think about how to get good CP, and that's how you get like 40k Cfrags. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. So I know this video is gonna be spamming dislike by fucking MaGsOrC main who just realized their class has literally every single of his ability better than what other class have currently. And other class are also getting nerfed, and your carry class is getting buffed because I don't know, you guys probably cried enough to get it buffed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm out.